It's actually a high-tech company, supplier of software marketing solutions for the automotive industry. And as you may appreciate, the industry has, it's an old industry, established industry, and it has significant multinational footprints. So the company has a 100-year legacy of providing products and services, and they're in a global. They compete on a global level with customers around the globe. They were looking to improve segregation of duties. They've already have great auditors, good controls in place, so it wasn't a question of just putting more SOD controls, more of the same. They were looking for a more advanced and a more effective way of providing coverage because they were taxed with the SOD risks and violations that were coming out of the system, and then trying to treat those with the legacy tools that are in the market that are very much rule based. Um, so yeah, that's what we're looking for, and so they also wanted to monitor their super users because they couldn't. They have a big support team to support the global business, and people from time to time needed super user access to perform certain tasks. So they wanted to monitor the behavior and potential and predict the risk of granting that super user access. So they signed up with three of our solutions: SafePaaS, which is the platform itself, iAccess, which is the example I showed you, and also a little extension within iAccess, which is called Firefighter ID, which is specifically designed for users with, essentially super user or elevated access to fire a fight, so to speak, in the business. And so that's kind of the starting point for this company in terms of organization and challenges, and how when they pick the solution, the business justification for them for solving their problems was around these capabilities and objectives that many companies look at, for example, reducing cost, improving efficiencies, and so forth. So they were able to make a case where they can eliminate 80% of the manual steps in their provisioning process, and their audit and remediation costs could be reduced over 150,000 in the very first year, which was a big win for them. And the way they measured that is, like I said previously, once you automate provisioning, your system administrators can spend less time on answering help desk emails and so forth, and look eyeballing those risks or even rule-based risk, and improve that. And the audit cost comes from predictive analytics, because now the auditors can see those hidden and the management can see those hidden access points and risks, and then be able to remediate them. And they were able to do that efficiently within the first year, helping them save $150,000. They were able to create additional access policies by the capability in our system, identifying some hidden risks that were missed in their old system and the audits. So that helped them prevent those risks in the future years. Lower IT total cost of ownership. So it's not only have helped them reduce their security and controls costs within the ERP, but that was a big chunk of their overall ERP management process. So being able to roll out new roles and responsibilities that weren't approved. We have something called a roles manager that's also being AI enabled. So that will enable you to go and basically identify toxic roles themselves, and roles assignment to those will replace them with better roles through simulation. So that capability is very helpful. And then ultimately improving their ability to have better, more effective controls where the access logs are made available in a central platform. For example, if you're using an IDM, a ticketing, and a SOD solution, you have 3 or 4 places to go to build out that audit data and go through that review process. We do it all on SafePaaS. So you have a single source, single platform that covers all of that audit logs and audit activities, from detecting risk, predicting risk, logging risk, remediating risk, mitigating risk. So it's all in one place. So that saved them a ton of time. And the last point there is just to be able to improve the user experience by enabling users to self-service and address their SOD violations themselves, and addressing them in a predictive way that was not possible before with the old legacy systems.